Today, we're coming to you from Fusion Motor Company. Very impressive, multifaceted business. Everything from a high-end used dealership to a full custom build shop where everything is done in-house. And they do wonderful Land Rover Defenders, crazy cool custom G-Wagons, but they're best known for producing the licensed, authorized Eleanor replica cars. And we are gonna dig in and show you why we're shooting an Eleanor, because what they do here at Fusion is truly spectacular. Guys, this is my friend Yoel. We are here at his company, Fusion Motor Company. We are gonna dig in on this Eleanor, which is your most recent one completed, right? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna dig in hard on this one, and you guys are absolutely gonna love it. But I wanna give you guys the full how this car comes to be, because it's so much more than what we thought it was, you know. Well, why don't you take us where you wanna show us how ultimately this turns into this?
Yeah, I mean, we should start with the chassis, the foundation of the car, right?
Let's go there.
All right, let's do it.
The old cars was subframe, unibody, subframe connected, DSE front and rear on the car.
Absolutely.
Now you do your full own chassis for them.
Yeah. So, you know, what's happening, these cars are getting older and older. We're getting them in, they're more rusty. A lot of aftermarket components don't fit right. Maybe the quality is not even up to the old level of OEM. We design our own chassis to go on the factory floors. And also we wanted to go independent in the rear. We have it engineered in-house. We outsource the laser cutting, and then we fixtured it here and welded here. It's all TIG welded, a little beefier than the factory. We're still using the Detroit front end aluminum frame.
Yep.
We've done some cool stuff where we turn this to go shallow so you don't see the chassis from the side angle.
Right.
We've made stuff where we can accept our side exhaust for the Eleanor. Yep. So that makes it easier for us than before we had to cut it all out from the original and get it all to fit. So now that's all fitting in there.
Sure.
Obviously, we made provisions for our independent rear that we'll see soon, and we're super excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see underneath the car and see all that,
I think you're gonna like it. It made a huge difference, and I'm most excited for you is actually to drive the car.
Yeah.
Obviously, the gas tank still goes back here. We centered the whole drive line on the cars because they're a little offset on the factory, so everything is centered now on the cars. So we start with that, then we get a donor, an original donor, 67, 68 fastback. Yep. And then we start putting it on top of the chassis. Yeah. And then from there, it moves on. I'd love to show you some of the new parts that we're making, though, something that I think you'll like.
You guys follow along with us on this, because I mean, just this much alone, the idea that it's no longer a subframe car, this is a full chassis car, makes a big difference. But as soon as you say you start with donors, I know everybody's picturing you clean up just a metal body, and it's considerably more. I know you use portions of that metal body.
We do.
But you also do a ton of carbon.
Yeah, so and the reason we do the carbon is because to take a 67, 68 fastback to an Eleanor, there's a lot of things that need to happen. Yep. You have to relocate the gas cap, taillights change, the whole back panel changes. Yep. You gotta put all the flares, you gotta put all the scoops. There's a lot of things. There's just so much going on. Yes. So doing it consistently and efficiently and giving a customer a better quality, carbon has worked really well for us. Over the years, we make continuous improvements. You've driven one of our cars many years ago.
Long time ago.
And now we want to show the continuous improvements that we've made, and we keep making. You know, we keep trying to get better by efficiency of production, as well as giving the consumer a better product.
Yeah.
So let me show you some of those panels.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of work was spent in metal, converting all the things we spoke about, especially in the rear of the car. So we decided to make a mold to make the whole rear of the rear clip of the car as one piece.
So cool.
This was a game changer for us.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have to worry about these extensions that we've done in metal on every car, because this extends out. Our bumper fitments on our factory cars don't fit that good. So we're always cutting them, narrowing them, spending, you know, a guy could spend 3-4 weeks just doing bumpers.
On a bumper.
Now we got carbon bumpers that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Putting the scoops in, this was a big deal for us, because what's happening is any Eleanor built out there, including us, we have to use body filler. Because we got to smooth, we got to bond these flares.
Yeah.
And then we got to smooth them out. We got to put this scoop, we got to put this scoop on.
Now it's all
a lot of work.
This whole piece back here.
Yeah, and then we've had cases in some cars, and we've seen it on other Eleanors. Well, you'll get a little hairline cracks here.
Yeah.
You'll get some shrinkage where this connection is.
Yeah.
We got rid of all of that. This is made as one part, pre-preg, full carbon. And the beauty of it also only weighs 32 pounds.
It's so crazy.
Check it out, Sean. Pick it up right here.
It's so crazy. Even as sore as I am from yesterday, I think I can, I mean, it's just crazy to me, I swear. I mean, I saw you smacking this thing before, so
Yeah.
now you don't have to worry about dents.
Yeah, look, rust, dents, we love carbon, right? Carbon is so strong, lightweight. I mean, you don't have to worry about doping. You don't have to worry about anything on the vehicle, you know? So it's just a game changer for
you
us.
do box. I've heard about that you box
A little bit,
You're
a little
taking
bit, a little
shots
bit,
in
a
your
little bit.
car,
Yeah, I mean,
right?
you know, like, you know, but it's just amazing. I'm so in love with it because we literally primer the car and go to paint.
Yeah.
There's zero body filler on the rear of the car.
Imagine, I mean, the amount of hours and time that it took to get you to this, but now that you can produce these, how much time it takes off the actual process of building another Eleanor, because you do a fair amount of these.
And the consistency. So when you have a body, I don't care whose body shop it is, when you're working one side, you work the other side, and you bond this flare and this flare, they're never 100% side to side. It's just the way it is.
This is perfect
Now we have
every
a
time.
mold, every time it's the same. This was a big game changer for us.
Yeah.
The chassis is a huge game changer, the independent suspension, but this carbon piece saved us so much headaches on these cars. And you know, accepts our logo, accepts the key, all the lights are set up, the gas cap fits right in. It's got the little drain if you spill a little fuel built in. It's just ready to go.
Awesome.
So I want to show you the mold. The mold is
I want to show the mold too, but I think this is an interesting piece to show as well, because it's not a big deal, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
But it actually is. It does impact what you do underneath the car.
Yeah, so what we decided to do now with the new chassis, initially we designed it with an X brace like we had on the old cars, just to give us more stiffness and things like that. But then we looked at supercars, and a lot of the supercars, all the way to the Carrera GT, the Porsches and stuff like that, they use carbon panels for the unibody, and they use them as stiffeners, you know, as well. So we said, well, what if we can make the car a little more aerodynamic on the bottom and also achieve some stiffness to the chassis that way. We came up with this piece where we're cooling certain things we need to cool, and we made this piece a little thicker, and we can play with the stiffness when we lay this up. We can lay it up thicker or lighter and test what the chassis is doing with it.
And then that goes in underneath almost like a, like a belly pan.
It is a belly pan, yeah, exactly. And what's nice about it also, once you remove this belly pan, the servicing of the car became a lot easier.
Yeah.
You don't have this X brace in there or anything. You can pull a transmission out to do a clutch. You can pull exhaust. You can really easy to work on the car at that point.
All right, let's go see the mold that ultimately creates this. Because you guys just following along with us here, as you can see, as we walk through, everything for these cars are done in-house, other than they don't build their own engine. And what was the other thing? You don't do the sound
we don't do sandblasting or powder coating. We actually do the sound deadening in-house as well. So this is actually the mold for the piece that we just looked at. This is all that A surface. The mold was made in-house as well. It's a 14-piece mold. So we lay it up as one part, and then the mold comes apart for it to come out so it doesn't get stuck in the mold. So there was a lot of design in it, because if you look at an Eleanor, there's a lot of reverse angles where the part can get locked in the mold. Now you've seen that, let me show you a car. We have one car that's in the paint shop, and you can see all these parts in the chassis and the carbon on an actual car. Here's a car that's pretty much ready for paint. So where the gray part is, that's our carbon part. Where it's black, that's steel.
That's all the original car that's black. Obviously, it's got your chassis under it.
Yes. So this one does not have a bumper on it right now, but that shows you, again, where you can look at the car and it's full carbon, done. primer. There's no filler, there's nothing here. All the lines are the same. We paid attention obviously to the bumps, the factory bumps, and going up the roof, so we get all the detail. And now the inside of the trunks are raw carbon. And what we've done new is the other tubs to tub the cars are gonna be exposed carbon on the inside of the trunk. And of course, our trunks are still fully finished and done. A new feature also that we're offering is instead of this being blacked out like it used to always be on an Eleanor, we're offering it in exposed carbon as well. So you can get the rear, if somebody wants to show that the rear of the car is carbon, they can do it. Exactly.
Yeah,
they can play with that. But you can see how the license plate, everything is already set, the bumper holes, it's all set to go.
Yeah.
You know, it makes life easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So this car will get blocked, primered one more time, blocked, and then painted.
Just so
and
cool.
it does have our chassis. I'm sorry I didn't show it to you, but this already has the parts for the DSCs already welded, all primered or powder coated, and the chassis is in there. We make our own core support, so you can feel it's a lot thicker than an OEM core support.
Sure.
We also got rid of a lot of the holes and all the things we don't need.
Yeah.
And also, a factory Mustang gets like a 24-inch radiator. This gets our bigger radiators. So this, you know, our cars go all over the world.
Yeah.
We want to make sure they run cool. We get them up to 1,000 horse, so we do need a lot of cooling, bigger condensers. So we've made it where it fits everything and super beefy. And then we'll show you a finished car so you can see how it ends up being a driving machine. So we're lucky we have one of our older cars here. It's in for service. It was built about 9 years ago. And you can see it's a beautiful car.
But the idea of how far you guys have gone now.
So we've made a lot of improvements. Now, you know, you got the whole front clip in carbon, all the flares are carbon, the rear deck is carbon.
So a good portion of the car is carbon. The doors are still metal, the roof is still metal.
And the fenders are still metal.
Right.
Probably the next thing we'll do is probably door skins and fenders. That's probably the next step.
Yeah.
And again, our hoods are still all full carbon. We have a full carbon closeout.
Yeah.
Talked about the oversized radiator. You've seen this before.
Radiator.
Yeah,
It's
huge.
so-
Another improvements that we've done is we went into an OEM type of electric brake system. So we're not using anymore the Hydro Boost that we used to use in the past. We like it better. We're not putting extra lines of power steering. We don't have to add a cooler for the power steering. We're not putting stress on the pump. We used to beef up the pumps for the Hydro Boost.
Right.
We really love this system, and the brake feel is pretty amazing.
Who do you get your brake equipment from?
So we're a Wheelwood shop.
Okay.
Wheelwood makes all our calipers, private label with the Eleanor logos on them.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
all of them have for years.
Yeah.
They stay on them. And now we also went to the Wheelwood separate caliper for the parking brakes. So we made a lot of improvements on our parking brakes where it's just instant like an OEM car, like a new car.
Sure. But now I can see the Detroit speed stuff and how it mates right up to
the chassis.
To your mounting points.
Exactly. Yeah, it's perfect. And that's what's nice about getting it all laser cut.
Yeah.
Our chassis already has the holes. Everything is there. So the consistency from car to car is there. We can repeat the process.
And this is the Roush 427 in here?
Yeah, I think the first car that got the Roush 427 was car number 2. And we've been using Roush.
Such a great engine.
Yeah, we've been using it forever.
What are these, mid 500 horsepower or something like that?
560 horsepower, 540 pounds of torque.
For me, that's the perfect power. And you're probably, what, mid 3,000, 3,500 or so?
Yeah, this car is probably like 3,600 just because it's got all the insulation, it's got the upgraded stereo, the sub in the trunk.
Sure.
It's got a lot of extra parts on it.
Yeah.
So it's a little on the heavier side.
But still, when you're in that mid 500 horsepower range, you're perfect. And then you mate to a what is it?
T56, it's a 6-speed manual.
Yep.
It's got a McLeod twin clutch disc,
Yep.
hydraulic. Just a good combo, it runs really nice. But besides that, yeah, that's all the new stuff. I'd love to show you the bottom of the car.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. By the way, one thing I
Yeah.
do want to bring up, I might say this a couple times in the video, you guys, but obviously there's all the different, people are going to talk about the Eleanor, but these are authorized, licensed Eleanor replica cars.
Yeah, we've been, from car number one, we went and got a license.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of legal battles over the time.
Yeah, for sure.
We just stuck with it. We have the relationship with the Gone in 60 Second, group. And
I just wanted to make a mention about it because I think it's
Yeah.
important, because I know a lot of people are going to blow up in the comments about, I hope they don't take the car from you or something like that. And I think a lot of people misunderstand that if you pay the license fee, you are allowed to use the name and the likeness of the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, well, let's pop it up and we'll go underneath.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Funny, you think about it, you've seen an Eleanor a million times and they're still cool. They're still cool, man. They really are, especially when they sound like that. So a few of the other things before we go up here, or as it's going up.
Yeah.
Do you guys do your own exhaust in-house?
We do. Our own headers, exhaust, all mandrel band. We have a mandrel bander in-house.
You do?
All TIG welded. And then we do Cerakoting in-house too, so it's all Cerakoted as well.
3-inch?
On the 427, 2.5 is plenty.
Yeah.
And we get a beautiful sound out of it.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
And what do you run wheel tire size on it?
245, 17s on the front, 315s in the rear. We stayed with the 17 because that's what the movie car had.
Yeah.
The guys that make our wheels are the same guys that were original casting from the movie. We found the guys that made it for the movies and we bought them, and we have the same
Great
wheels.
size though, a 315 on a 17,
Yeah, it looks great. Another improvements that we made to make it easier for everybody, we put lifting points now on the chassis. Built-in lifting points.
That's cool to see that, where you were showing before on the chassis how you guys already pre-cut the hole there for the exhaust to come through.
I mean, let me.
I see your stock, your mounting points on here as well. Yeah.
So I mean, let me start where the magic happens.
Oh man,
we're very proud of this. We took a lot of work to develop this.
Yeah.
And it worked out even better than what we expected on the computer modeling. We're very proud to have this in the car with this independent. So
what are you geared out in the rear end then?
So we have a 370 for the manual, 373 for the manual, and then 308s for the automatic 10 speeds.
Oh, this is beautiful, you all.
Yeah, so what we try to do is make something that's very serviceable, where you can pull this whole sub-assembly down and service it. Another cool thing that I haven't showed you yet is our sway bar. So we made our own sway bar design, and the links for the sway bars, the arms, are all carbon that we make in-house.
So you have this made,
we have it
by
machined,
somebody,
so
it's your design.
Exactly, we designed it in-house.
Yeah.
And we have it all machined out for us. We don't have the capabilities in-house to machine that. And then we're using OEM arms that are cast aluminum from another car that are super lightweight. So we reduced a lot of our sprung weight dramatically on this car, including our brakes and everything.
Your arms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a pretty dramatic difference driving the solid axle versus the...
I think so. I think so. And I think when we drive maybe a little canyons and stuff, you tell me. And definitely in the LA roads where we have weird bumps and stuff, the independent makes a big difference, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then you can see the chassis, going down. This is our system, this gentleman chose silver exhaust. We offer different colors. Aluminum drive shaft. We also offer a carbon fiber drive shaft. Here's that panel.
This is part of what I was looking forward to seeing, was how this fits in here. Yeah. God, this is really slick, dude.
It's kind of cool.
I mean, it looks great, but the idea that you're also adding some more rigidity to it.
And then flattening the bottom a little bit, cleaning it up a little bit.
Yeah, helping with any aero.
Yeah. So in the front end, I would say that very similar to what you've seen in the past. Very similar with the Detroit. Everything is very, very similar.
So everything up front is theirs, right? It's their arms, their subframe,
and their
mounts
rack
to your
and the rack belongs to them as well.
Yeah.
But now it's adapted to our chassis.
Yep.
And then it goes all the way back.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is all ours.
Yeah. I mean, you can really tell that's that's not just some bullshit decorative piece.
And what this gives us different than just bracing it, I guess you can do it with different thickness metals, but we can make 4 or 5 of those and go extreme to light
And each
and see
layer
what we like,
changes.
and then go drive the car.
Yeah.
And then we can adjust this way. It's almost like changing a sway bar at
Yeah.
that point, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we can do that easily and then find a sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a handful of bolts and you pop the thing out
Exactly,
and pop a new one
exactly.
in. Speaking of which, didn't you say removing this entire rear assembly is 8 bolts and it
yeah,
drops?
and it drops as a sub-assembly. Kind of like in an OEM car, all the new cars, you know, everything's sub-assemblies
Sure.
that drops out.
Sure.
So we designed it the same way where it can drop out.
Yeah.
It's super compact. We still got the 315s fitting great.
What shocks are you using?
JRI.
Can't beat those guys, right?
Yeah, great shock, great product. So
Well, you sure took Eleanor to a new place. I mean, considering how many have been done by different companies,
Yeah.
I'm knocked out by how far you've gone with it.
And one thing, Sean, that I would say is, even so, we're building Eleanors. Everything that we've made improvements besides the carbon back piece can be used on any Mustang. So I would say that we've made huge improvements to the Mustangs. We've done chassis for other shops
Yeah.
that we put the motor, transmission, built all exhaust out for them, fuel tank,
Rolled
radiator, core support, and all they had to do is put their body on top of it. So we've done that for other shops. So yes, we built it for the Eleanor, but this improves.
It's a Mustang chassis.
Yeah, it's just a Mustang, right? The
structure.
Eleanor is just like
Yeah.
a kit, but it is for any Mustang.
So now what we're gonna do, you guys, before we dig in on the interior and then ultimately take one out for a drive, this one, he's lifting a car up that's 9 years old, so it's structurally a very different car. We're gonna kind of show you between the two what the differences are.
This guy's got some miles on it. We didn't really clean it, but you
That's
could-
okay, but you can, I mean, just right away, you see a radical difference. The solid axle.
And you remember like the sub connectors we used to build?
Sure.
I mean, this is an old car. This is 9 years old, but
Sure. No,
Still great-
even
and it's a
looking,
great
I can
car.
tell it's quality, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
it's a
like
great
you
car.
go, oh God, I don't want to
no,
drive
no.
this car.
No,
I mean,
no,
you
this
can
car
see it's-
drives great.
Yeah, but it's just a very different approach with the,
Yeah.
obviously the main piece that's visible being right here. I mean, this looks familiar up here, but even this looks different.
Well, you don't have the chassis, right? You don't.
Right.
You have this stuff from the factory.
Yeah.
You know, it look completely different. We don't need any of that. It's way cleaner.
Yeah.
Here's another thing is that you could tell just a little bit, you know, again, our Mustang bumpers always fit good, but when you use the metal bumper, the shape of it is just different, you know?
I mean, that's dramatically different though when you look at that versus that.
Well, because we're making the bumper now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Plus you lose, I mean, one of the biggest eyesores you lose is that.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Is that for a charger?
Yeah, magnetic charger that we do in-house. All the cars get it. And with the reason we put it so low, if they forget it and drive off, we don't want it to scratch the paint or anything. It just falls off. And
It
they
just pulls away, yeah. Is that a reverse cam
Yeah. They have reverse cams in them.
on all your cars?
If they get the upgraded stereo, they need to have the screen. If they want an original stereo, we don't have a screen, so we don't offer that. But if you go into the Alpine with the center console, with the upgrade, you get the camera.
Sure, yep. Damn, that car sounds good, Yoel.
Yeah, she's healthy. Yeah.
You gotta have that. If somebody wanted to, have you ever done one where this is actually connected?
We haven't because then it'll void my warranty on the motor. So we don't do that, but we do plumb it and we dead bulk it under the car if somebody does, and the switch inside and everything is real.
So it's legit if somebody
it's a
wants
real
to make
system.
it go live.
They need to run it from down here to the motor.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that. Just because of warranty, you know, but later on, if they want to give it a little squeeze, you know, they can do that.
Boy, that's immaculate, Yoel, back here. This is just beautiful. God. So obviously he went all in on audio.
Yeah, so he's got the 10-inch JL sub. Again, this is all carbon.
Are you guys doing your own, you're buying them?
Buying them.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, like even when we looked at chassis, we were looking for something that would fit our needs. We didn't want to build our own chassis, but we didn't find something that really worked for our production.
Yeah.
So we ended up building it.
Yeah.
The independent, all the independents we've seen out there are very heavy steel, heavy construction. We wanted something lightweight and we wanted to utilize OEM components from a newer car. So all our bushings, everything is from an OEM car. Easy to replace and proven.
Yeah. All right, let's dig in. I want to see the
Yeah, check it out.
epic Eleanor interior. Tell me you don't remember the first time you saw that Go Baby Go button in the movie.
It was amazing, right? With the helicopter down the
Just-
LA River.
120. He's gone.
Just so good.
Yeah.
Is that so? The button on the floor is still your
High
bright?
beams. Old school. You can see the wheelwood parking brake. We put it down low, so we don't want nobody hitting it by mistake.
That's here?
Yeah. So if you turn it to the right, it puts the parking brakes on. Yeah, done. Other things we added, door locks. The people wanted to be able to quickly lock their doors or unlock them. So we put that in the center. And we also added a knob for the stereo to control volume and bass control.
Oh, that's really
Because it's really hard when you're driving, especially with the manual, to get to this volume thing.
Totally. Yeah.
So what we did this. So put your hand, you can kind of feel where I put it.
Oh no, it's
You
right
see what I'm
where
saying?
you
So you're
want it.
turning
Yeah.
it
and
you
same
can
with
control
the door locks.
Exactly. The nitrous arm,
nitrous.
moved it to the right a little bit.
Yep.
Still arms it.
Yep.
You know, still active. We put a wireless magnetic
just noticed
charger.
that. That's
you know,
really hip.
so it's still got all the plugs in here.
Yeah.
But we added, and this is magnetic. And then we added this, so you can put your phone in here, so you can kind of like look at it, but it's charging at the same time, and it keeps it secured. Besides that, we're still using the one-piece headliner. Gives you a lot of headroom.
Yep.
And then the roll cage, we still wrap that with the double stitch.
It's just the half cage
It's
there?
a half, yeah. It's more like a cosmetic. We call it cosmetic because it's
Yeah.
not really tied in that, you know.
Yeah.
And then we make our own panels, you know, with the focal. This has the focal. Oh, we added a bigger screen. The car you drove years ago had a smaller screen. This is the new bigger screen that we can fit in here. Apple CarPlay, wireless, all the new stuff that you know you're expecting in a car you drive. But everything, the gauges are the same. A lot of the things are the same.
You do all your interior in-house also?
We do.
God, dude.
You know, this is Recaro seats though. We rewrap them to match
These
the
are
leather.
beautiful though.
I think we talked about it before. I've driven one of these cars for 8 days cross country.
That was prior to the Independent.
Oh yeah, I'm
right?
gonna do it again. I can't wait to
You
do
haven't
it.
done that far of a trip on your chassis.
An Independent, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But we did do it. But I had the seats. I've been using the seats again from the beginning.
Seats are bitching.
And they're called Specialty M's from Recaro's.
Yeah.
And I swear by these seats. They don't overhug you where it's hard to get in and out. They just hold you good enough. And I can tell you, I spent 10 hours in the seat before where
No, I can tell
you
these
feel
are
fresh.
super comfortable.
Yeah, they're great seats.
And little things like, I mean, people hear me mentioned all the time. I personally love cup holders in cars. They get used all the time.
Absolutely.
These
Gotta have couple.
pedals are really slick too.
Yeah, we've been using those. That's if you look in the movie, TCP, they're in the movie.
Oh, really?
So we still buy them. That's what was in the movie car. The
Beautiful
Go Baby
car.
Go.
I mean, that's just legend right there, man.
Yeah. I don't think you saw carbon before.
Oh, that is carbon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all
It
carbon.
is,
And then
yeah,
if you look
yeah.
on your rocker here, we
saw
make
the
now
sill
those.
plate, yeah.
The seal plates now are made out of carbon, and then the door trims are carbon. I do believe that we're building right now probably one of the best production Mustangs out there.
Yeah.
You know,
I
just
agree.
just to drive
I
and
agree.
enjoy. I will put it against, you know, you can make prettier ones, you can argue the looks and everything, but drivability, I will put this car against any car out there right now.
Yeah. Beautiful, dude. We'll clear some space and take it out and go drive. The interior is beautiful on this, man.
Simple. Then go
It is. It stays true to what Eleanor was,
Yeah.
just more elegant, obviously, you know. I mean, it really does. The feel, the flavor of it is one-off custom, except for it's not a one-off. You guys
Yeah.
are able to replicate.
And by doing that, we can make those continuous improvements to make a better car.
Sure. But this is beautiful in here.
Yeah.
And the pieces that needed to stay what they are, the wood wheel, the Go Baby Go,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
it's so iconic to what the Eleanor car is.
And also we worked really hard. Like you see this driveway is not super stiff, but it's stiff. You can still go forward and not scrape the front end on it, you know?
Gotcha.
It doesn't scrape. You can put 4 guys in the car and it doesn't scrape, you know?
Right. I mean, that clearance is nice right there.
Yeah, so it makes it drivable.
Boy, the sound is so exactly what it needs to be.
You love this 427.
It's such a great engine.
It is. I like to think we do a good job on the exhaust and the mufflers that we choose,
Yeah.
you know, as well.
If you really want bigger power, sure, Coyote I get it, but it's like for what this car is, I want it to sound like this, and a Coyote doesn't sound like that.
That's right.
It just does not. Oh man, already this is God, dude. Nice car.
You drive a lot of cars, so you know I want you to tell me. And you know the roads we have around here.
I do. That's why I'm noticing right away.
Hit the train
So
track.
don't even slow up for the
No,
track.
go faster. Go faster.
Oh my God, really? Oh my God. Oh shit. Our camera car had to slow down for the train track.
No, they're great.
Wow. Really nice. I know, I purposely didn't slow up.
I don't want you to.
For me, I would normally, I see those, I mean, I look at every little bump and dip and everything in the road, you know what I mean? Just naturally, and get prepared to dodge and dip.
Yeah, I don't want you to. I want you to just drive it like a new car.
It's so cool that you've developed it that far to where you really can just get it, like you could get in and drive this car across the country probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I've done it.
Boy, those brakes are nice too. They really are. I mean, it feels like what it is, a power
got a lot of
brake,
assist,
but without the big ugly booster in there, you know. It's funny, I'm sure it has just fantastic audio, and who cares, but that sound,
right, you don't need it.
That's what I want to hear, is the sound of this car. God, it's crazy out night. I mean, so far obviously just straight line, but I'm really knocked out at hitting the bumps like that. I mean, we just hit that railroad track pretty hard, Yoel.
I want you to hit the canyon, the highway.
Yeah.
I want you to really put it to the test.
Yeah, for sure. And the ergonomics, you've obviously gotten that nailed. I mean, where your shifter's positioned. Yeah. These seats are wonderful, man. This is, God, what a nice... Dude.
Yeah, it's my favorite seats. I put them now in a lot of builds just because I fell in love with them.
And you really geared it right, too. I mean, you know, it's like you actually get to, you can tell you get to use what's there.
Yeah.
But you're not, you know, I mean, we're not having to already be in fourth gear to keep RPMs down.
No, we're good. And you'll see that the car is going to run at about 180 the whole time.
Really?
170, 180.
Uh-oh. Yeah, sorry, Chris, I couldn't run it with you. I was tempted, but...
Incredible.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is it like a legit Eleanor?
It's legit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'm doing the thing, I make this deal with myself when I'm driving other people's cars, don't fall in love with it.
I want you to fall in love with it.
I'm totally falling in love right now. This thing is so, I mean, it's got enough modern element to it as far as you feel confident to drive the car, safe to drive the car, but I still feel an element of classic, you know? Oh my God, the sounds are so good. But you got to be really proud, Yoel, of what your team does.
Yeah, it's definitely a team effort. There's a lot of hours to put this car together to this level. So
let's say you get a call from somebody today and says, you know, I saw that video. I wanted the identical car as this one is. What's the timeline? What's the budget?
So it's about 18 months right now.
Okay.
Just because of other orders.
Yeah.
And the car started around 450 and they can end up a little bit north of 500.
Right.
There's actually a pretty bad bump here somewhere, I think. But jump on it.
It's just the perfect power for this car.
Yeah, it's very balance.
It is, and I'm not impressed with the 1,000 horsepower, you know, even 800 horsepower. I mean, yeah, it's cool and all, but for, like just now getting on the freeway, I'm able to map the throttle and I don't have to worry about it breaking loose and getting away from me, you know. Some cars, you know what I mean? Some cars you got to really watch it.
Yeah, wow, you're doing almost 80. I want to see, you see how stable she is?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, straight.
hands off the wheel. Yeah, we're sitting at just shy of 80 miles an hour. Yeah, it's very, I mean, it's very refined. It really is.
And you can feel how the rear end is working really well on those bumps, on uneven roads, you know, on bridges, and it just takes it. Look at all your taps though.
Everything looks
160.
like it's just sitting comfortably. It's crazy how low the temp sits.
Yeah, that's your oil taps, yeah, everything is low.
It's crazy how you can even see your gauges. I mean, it's pretty bright out today, and you can see the backlighting of the gauges.
All LED.
But then I like seeing the old slider switches here.
But they're all digital too, so there's no cables anymore. Feel them. They're super smooth.
Oh, wow.
So they look old school,
Yeah.
but everything is super modern.
And that controls all your AC and heat stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
I see you even worked in a microphone here, so when you're on the phone.
Bluetooth, yeah. It's not too bad for this kind of speed. We can still have a conversation.
It's very refined. It bordered, like if you went a little further with the refinements, it would, for me, it would feel too much like a modern car.
Yeah.
But I still feel, you know, it still feels like what it is in a certain respect.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
You could drive this car every day if you wanted to.
And that's what we want from customers. We want them to use them.
Yeah, this is wonderful, man. Wow.
And no rear end noise, super quiet. You're not hearing any humming, any problems.
No. I tell you what, dude, and I'm not knocking the last car in the slightest. Not at all. I really enjoyed driving that car, but that was, how many years ago was that? 4 years, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
This is, I mean, like you hit these bumps, dude, and it's nothing.
And you know our freeways, so.
Really impressive, man. Wow. No wonder people are paying the money that you charge. I know a lot of people in the comments, they'll go, wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It is
a lot of car.
Yeah, but it is a lot of money.
God, I love the braking on it.
Good.
I mean, I'm a big manual brake guy. So, you know, like if this car was mine, I'd be like, nah, I want manual brakes because I like that.
And we offer that.
Of course. But this doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel overpowered, you know, it's that light adjust where you go, okay, you really don't need to give much brake input to get your braking.
I'm telling you, when the car is outside on the street, it's a different experience.
Well, you know, I mean, it looks the way it does, and it makes that sound. You know, you can't help but take a look if you're into cars and hear what's coming.
Absolutely.
When you complete a car like this, and this is already sold, obviously, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 300 to 500 miles. I
That's
personally
great.
drive them. I work all the bugs out.
Yep.
And the reason I say 300 to 500, there's a few factors. First of all, some cars are more stubborn than others.
Sure.
So you find little rattles, little things,
Sure.
and then you want to address them. And if the car is going out of the country, like we have cars in Japan and France and in Germany, if the car is going farther, I'll usually put a minimum of 500 miles.
Yeah.
If it's a local car and the guy is super excited, I've given cars out with 250 miles on them and go,
Right.
all right, if you have a problem, just bring it back, right?
Yeah.
But I like to put the miles on them because you find little things. I also break in the rear end. I break in the clutch. I break in the motor.
Yeah.
I do all the break-ins, and then I change all the fluids, and then I ship the car out.
Yeah.
And this one
Yeah,
should
so
have-
this car needs miles, I can tell, huh?
Yeah, it's got what, 2 something on it?
Yeah, 272 I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
yeah.
Smart though, man. Even though you build enough of them, you still want to make sure everything's figured out ahead of time.
Of course.
I mean, it is the most iconic Mustang ever created. There's no question about it. It's
Yes.
the most recognized car.
And it has the best resale and value right now in the market.
Do they?
They're bringing more than a GT500. They're bringing more than any Mustang out there for those years.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty design. It's a timeless design. It's never went out of style. I mean, if you can imagine, these cars have been around for 25 years.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, 2000.
But I tell you, I'm not surprised. I mean, I remember the first time seeing this car on screen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, man. It's,
When you went down to the garage. And you heard this
He's just
sound.
wanting to look at it
I
for
know.
the first time, to eye it up. And,
I know. Yeah, it's awesome.
well, because I know the original GT500 so well. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved Mustangs. But the first time you see the body kit that they did on this car, I mean, they nailed it on the design. They just killed it. Foose was part of the design of this,
It
right?
was part of it, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing you could pick apart on this car that you don't. Dude, there's not even a rattle anywhere in here.
We worked hard on that.
Not one rattle.
And honestly, the suspension helps us with that.
Boy, the steering is wonderful too, man. But I can't believe like you can just let go of the wheel and the car tracks dead straight.
That's why I tell people 80 miles an hour on the freeway, 2 fingers on the wheel. You're not fighting the car.
Nah, never.
It's very predictable and very easy to drive.
Yeah. It just blips perfectly too. I can't get over how nicely this car drives.
I'm happy that you're enjoying it. I wanted you to drive this with the new setup.
I mean, now finally I mean, obviously we're not at any kind of crazy pace, but feeling how it goes through a turn. You guys really, man, you can tell between your chassis, the DSE front, but your independent rear.
It's a really good combo. It worked out really well. Better than I expected, to be honest.
Very sophisticated car. I mean, you could tell this is, like, you could go through here at real pace, no problem.
I do. This is my, I test the cars through here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would too. This car is exceptional.
It's plenty of power.
I'm telling you, I'm knocked out right now at the level of refinement on anything that you would want to nitpick. Chassis, suspension, this, that, none of it. There's nothing you can pick apart on how this car drives.
I appreciate that. And I think that's the reason why you don't see our cars used on the market. You just don't see them.
People like them too much and they keep them.
Very rarely somebody sells one of our cars.
I mean, even that, full lock, no issue. I can't get over how well it turns, you know? It's like,
Yeah, it's very good.
it is, I mean, it's the refinement of this car is mind-boggling.
And if somebody wanted to track the car, we can make it stiffer where it's more track ready, right? This
Yeah.
is more a street setup.
Yeah. Pedals are set perfectly too. It's easy to brake and blip.
Yeah, these pedals are nice. They worked out good.
Holy cow, Yoel. The handling on this car is exceptional, man.
Yeah, thank you.
How this
That
car
chassis works so good.
handles. The chassis and suspension are so refined on this thing. Quite put into words how impressed I am with how this car drives. I'm not kidding you guys. Hitting bumps effortlessly, but where I was really blown away was driving that car into turns and how it handles. It's just an exceptional car. I understand why the cost is what it is given what makes up this Eleanor car. Fusion knocked it out of the park. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Big thanks for hanging and watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, man. Later.